On our floor, when the physicians come up, the nurses round with them, so they collaborate about the patient's condition. The nurses can ask questions or bring attention to the physician critical lab values or patient's complaints or needs, or the family members' needs. We involve the family with our patient's care as well.
You know, for me, the only way that we're ever going to get better as a team is if we get better together. And if the only way I could imagine it working is if when we come in as a group of people that we go in as a team. You know, the nurses are the front lines of that.
We have a great physician team here. They come talk to the nurses about the patient. They ask for our advice. It's not a complete physician-centered care. The physicians really rely on the nurses here to help care for the patients. They work one-on-one with the nurses. They educate the nurses. Dr. Yousaf sits down with nurses on a weekly basis and goes over different disease processes such as diabetes or CHF. He explains the processes and how we should treat and things we need to look for so we can communicate to them a little bit better.
We try to make it a place where it's approachable, we're approachable, that the conversations we have in regards to patient care and the decisions we make aren't ours alone, but one that can be done with and agreed upon by the entire team, including the nursing staff and the respiratory therapists and even the PCTs. And really, I think the way that we round as a consequence of that goal in mind is one where every single person feels involved, hopefully.
And the patients can trust that the nurses and the physicians are on the same page. They know that what the physician says, the nurse is backing them, and vice versa. The patients know that if they ask for the doctor, the nurses feel free to call them at any time and ask them to come see them again if needed.
I understand my limitations as a doctor is that I'm only as good as the nurses with me who can deliver the care that I'm hoping to deliver. And so if I don't feel like we're all on the same page or we're all working together or we all feel like we're you know, part of the same team, then things aren't going to work the way that we want them to. And I think that really, that type of relationship is the kind of relationship that changes how patients get care delivered in a way that's more meaningful than just a doctor who writes orders and disappears and the nurses carry out those orders no matter what, and there's no opening for a dialogue back and forth between different levels of care.